Hey guys, it's Anna Vicino here, author of Eat Happy and Eat Happy 2, gluten-free, grain-free, low-carb recipes for a joyful life, and I'm here to make my chicken parm for you from my first cookbook, Eat Happy. Plus, I'm going to show you some different adjustments that you can make in the recipe depending on what you have on hand at home. And I'm going to be using my very own Eat Happy Kitchen marinara, which you can get at eathappykitchen.com. Plug, plug. Chicken parm generally is made with chicken breasts. If you want to use a higher fat cut of meat, you can do chicken thighs. But we're going to stick with the traditional here because a lot of folks come to me, they don't know how to cook low carb, so I want to show them the ingredients they're already familiar with, how to make it low carb, and then you can start to change up the cuts of meat. So we're starting with 2 chicken breasts. They're pretty well trimmed. Any grocery store will have them. I've preheated the oven to 350 degrees. Whenever you want to hammer out some chicken and flatten it, you want to put wax paper over it so bits of raw chicken don't fly up in your face. Now, I'm going to take my trusty meat hammer and I'm going to pound these things, I don't know, about like a 1/2 inch to 3/4 of an inch thick. I like them to be a little thinner because then they won't take so long to cook. Let's get a flat bottom non-stick pan. Let's put a bunch of olive oil in there. We're gonna season it really well with salt and pepper before we bread it. I love the Redmond's real salt, that's my favorite, so shout out to them. We're heating up this pan, a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Shout out to Villa Capelli olive oil, my favorite olive oil on the planet. I am using almond flour. You guys can crush up pork rinds with no sugar or flavoring added. You can use whatever nut flour you want. You can use coconut flour, you can use flax meal, whatever you want. I have almond flour on hand. Now, I don't do a big fancy egg wash. I literally just pop these guys right in the almond flour because almond flour crushed up can have a higher carb count. And if you're really trying to watch that carb count, you don't have to use as much almond flour, and that's okay. But see, now we have a nice little coated thing. Here's the sizzle test. Let's see if it's hot enough yet. If you put a little bit of the almond flour in the oil and it sizzles, which it is doing, then it is ready to go. So we're gonna start to fry that guy up. Now, if these are seasoned well with salt and pepper before you bread them, you should not need any more seasoning. If you forgot to do that step, you can certainly season it with salt and pepper after you fry them up. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fry these up in the pan about 3 to 4 minutes for each side. You want them cooked pretty much all the way through. If they're still a little bit pink in the middle, it's okay because you're gonna have a step where you cook the whole casserole in the oven and they will get cooked all the way through. I'm gonna assemble, when it's time to assemble, you're basically gonna put your chicken breasts in here, top them with some mozzarella cheese, put some marinara on there, and then put some more mozzarella cheese and you're gonna bake it in the oven. Now, here's the thing. When you're looking at getting a marinara, this is why I worked really hard to make my marinara a very high quality. It's all organic, non-GMO, no sugar added. If you see the carb count on the back, those are the naturally occurring carbs in actual tomatoes. I have no sugar added in my marinara for a reason, because you don't need it there. And I don't like that there's so many companies out there doing organic marinaras, but then they add cane sugar, what's it called? Corn syrup, organic corn syrup, like that shouldn't even be a thing. So it's very important to me to do that. You can also still make it from scratch. I'm just trying to save a step so that you can make an entire meal in about 15 to 20 minutes. I like to, by the way, what I like to serve with this, I roast some asparagus or I do a little green side salad, and that's it. It's really very simple. We're gonna let those fry up a little more, and then I'm gonna show you the end result here because, of course, with the magic of movie making, oh, it's bubbling up so nicely. I won't assemble it for you guys. Here's this beautiful chicken parm. It smells so hearty and wonderful and delicious. And I'm gonna flip these chickens real quick. Sometimes the chicken will absorb the olive oil, which is a good thing. We want that to happen. So when you flip it, the pan looks a little dry. So I put down a little extra olive oil there. So we'll continue to let that cook. I wanted to show you guys this guy. It's cooked perfectly. Oh, it's steaming hot. I'm almost afraid to take a bite. It probably needs to cool a little more. But we've got the mozzarella, then a layer of the marinara, then more mozzarella. Again, you can put Parmesan cheese on there if you want to. Don't let me stop you from doing that. And that's it. It's a really unfancy restaurant quality dish. Oh my God. That's so good. The almond flour gives it just enough of a coating. You cannot find a low-carb version of this in a restaurant, so make it at home for your family. Enjoy it. Again, I'm Anna Vicino. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.